Hey everybody, it's Andrew Armitage from A Digital. In this video, I wanted to share a way just to get a quick overview of how well your website is performing in terms of its technical foundations. Using a tool within the browser, I'm using Google Chrome here, there is a super quick way just to get a quick overview in terms of how well your site is built, how quick it loads, how well optimized it is for search engines, and so on. And when we talk about website performance, we are generally talking about speed. But of course, different businesses will have a different view of performance. Performance might be how many leads it generates every month or week. It might be what sort of sales it generates, particularly if it's an e-commerce site. We can't obviously look at that information just by using tools in our browser, but we can get some really good insight into how well our site can perform around some critical foundations. So let's take a look. I've gone onto this particular website. This is a site that we built at A Digital. It's a fairly new site. So I'm just going to go and right click and choose the inspect option. Now this fires up some developer tools that are built into Chrome, the browser. By default, you don't need any extensions or any downloads to run this. So you just right click and then choose inspect and then go across to this option here, audits. And you'll see there we have the option to generate a report. Now there's a few categories that we can choose here. We can choose performance, a progressive web app, best practices, accessibility and SEO, and we can also choose the device. Now Google PageSpeed Insights is another tool which has been around for a while, and this Lighthouse report builds on PageSpeed Insights. PageSpeed Insights really just gave us a quick overview of how fast a page was, whether it was on a mobile or a desktop device. But using Lighthouse, as we can see here, we can go into a bit more depth around performance, best practices, accessibility and SEO. Now, I'm going to generate this report. I'm going to leave all those options as they are. Now you'll see that Lighthouse warms up, it goes through various automated tests, and in fact it might look like the site is broken as it's going through those tests. You might also notice that I'm running this in incognito mode in Google Chrome. I use a number of extra browser extensions and plugins and things like that. They can slow down the performance of a website, so it doesn't really give us a very clear picture. But by running it in incognito mode, we can strip those out and we get a bit of a clearer view on how well we're performing. So as you can see, we've got those results that have come in now, and although I say so myself, there's a great set of results, 97% for performance and accessibility, and then we scored 100% on best practice and SEO. Now I would expect that because it's a brand new site, we shouldn't be seeing anything less than that for a site that a client has obviously just paid to have built. But as we scroll down here, we can dig a little bit deeper. I don't think we need to worry too much about these scores. I don't think we're going to really be able to improve on those very much. But we can dig a little bit deeper into the results that we've got and see why we've been scored the scores that we've got. Now some of these might get a little bit technical. So for example, we can look at our SEO and we can see which elements of the test we've passed, and some of these are fairly simple tests, so don't get me wrong, it's not going to really dig deep and tell you that your website is perfect. I don't believe any website is perfect, but like I say, it's a really good place to start and just get a view of how well your site is performing against these 4 key criteria. And it's all done within Google Chrome, no downloads, no browser extensions. Go across to any website, just click the right mouse button and choose inspect, and then head across to the audits tab within the developer tools, and you can run the test from there. Now, if you want any guidance around interpreting these types of results, then please feel free to get in touch with us. Just head across to our website at adigital.agency, check out the type of work that we do, and by all means get in contact. We'd be happy to take a look at your site and offer some guidance around priorities and direction for the future.